I didn't mention you're really worried about getting enough to eat. Say, hey, well, what we talking about? We have a good day's birthday. Oh, I know. Yeah. Right.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your food. Is it a 180? I hope so. We certainly tried really hard to pick out a nice dinner for everyone this evening. So enjoy. Before we really get into our program this evening, I would like to just take a few minutes to thank a variety of people. So first, I would like to acknowledge our office team. They have put in a tremendous amount of time, energy, hours, really thoughtful planning throughout the course of the year. Really, even in terms of asking for donations throughout the year, talking to organizers to get contests donated, things like that. So if you're here in the room, and some of them might still be outside, but I'd like to acknowledge Karen Murphy, Kim Collier, Sammy Phelps, Elise Mitchell, Carolyn Wells, and Glenna Powell. So please stand. We are small but mighty, our little staff, and anyway, they do amazing things on a day-to-day basis, and I couldn't be more proud of them. So thank you to all of them. I also have someone else special I would like to acknowledge, and that is the first husband of barbecue, Wes Weiler. Can I please get you to stand? If you have not met my husband Wes, please say hello to him. He puts up with a lot. We have a lot of evening committee meetings, board meetings, etc., and he is always extremely gracious to take care of our young children and keep them occupied while I have the door locked so I can be on the board calls. So I appreciate him in many ways. I'd also like to thank our sponsors. So on the back of your programs at your table, you have a list of all of our sponsors. So we're really lucky to have some great sponsors throughout the entire season, but also specifically for the banquet. So we definitely want to thank the Kansas City Barbecue Store, Kansas City Grilling Company. KC Grilling Company actually helped donate some of your drinks, so everybody raise a glass to them. And while you've got those glasses raised, please also raise them for Smithfield. They also donated money for drinks. So we want to make sure everybody has a good time. We'd like to thank Royal Oak, McCormick, Ace Hardware, Turkey Smoke. We have Tito's, which was a big sponsor for our brisket team of the year this year, which was fun. We had Worksharp, Barbecue Superstore, thank them. Southern Smokers, we've got Bass Pro. Speaking of Bass Pro, we are going to be reaching out to the membership really this coming week to talk about days again in May to help promote Bass Pro in Cabela's stores. So that's exciting. Similarly for Ace, they have come back to the table to want to partner with us again, so that's great. I would like to thank Southern Q Smokers, Duluth Trading Company, Big Papa Smokers, Bubba Burger, Bull, Green Mountain Grills, Cabo Wabo, what a fun ancillary contest that has been, Hammerstall, and Blue Rhino. And then also specifically, we definitely want to thank those who help donate contests and classes and things like that for this. So Butcher Barbecue, Fergalicious Barbecue, and his mom, Mama Fergie over here. Tuffy Stone, Burnt Finger Barbecue, and didn't Megan do a great job with Fergie earlier today? It's exciting. She had a break dancing practice to go to, so she had to leave. Smithfield, Big Papa Smokers, Royal Oak. We talked about some of these half-price banners helped with the banners, so thank you to them. Barbecue Superstore, Dirt Road Barbecue, thank you. Slaps Barbecue, we have a nice contingent here, and congratulations on a new baby Slaps. Advance Online for some great gear and our shirts and certificates. Barbecuers Delight, thank you, Candy. And Duluth Trading as well for some of those cool shirts that we handed out for some prizes earlier. So we have great partners, great sponsors, and definitely want to thank them tonight and always. What I'd like to do now is have Dennis Polson join me up on the stage to help hand out some outstanding CBJ awards. So this year, as we were working with the CBJ committee, we said, we have a great opportunity. We always recognize the cooks for our Team of the Year program, but we also want to make sure that we're recognizing some of the CBJs because we know that without judges, there could be no contest for the cooks to have a fair and equitable contest. So really excited, and this was kind of Dennis helped spearhead this. So we went ahead and decided we were going to create a CBJ award recognition program throughout the year. So throughout the committee, we received several different nominations, and we're really pleased to share some of those awards tonight. Unfortunately, not everyone could be here. Some of them due to weather, some of them due to being international, and unfortunately one of them because they joined our dearly departed. But we'd like to recognize Larry Garland. Larry was not able to be here tonight because he got stranded due to the weather. But he's been a member of KCBS for 12 years. He's both a master CBJ as well as a certified table captain. He has judged over 150 contests in 9 states and certainly judged both the American Royal and the Jack. So while he's not here tonight, please join me in a round of applause for Larry Garland. Our next CBJ that we'd like to recognize is Roger Bixby. Roger, I believe you're here this evening. Yes, Roger. He's made his way up to the stage. And while Roger is making his way up here, I'll brag on Roger a little bit. So he's been a member of KCBS for 15 years. He's a lifetime member. He's both a master CBJ and a certified table captain. He has judged 198 contests, so you're almost to that 200, and 21 states and District of Columbia. So please join me in that. All right, so the Bixby family have been very dedicated members of KCBS. I would also like to recognize Judy Bixby. So Judy, would you come up here, please? So Judy has been a member of KCBS for 12 years, also a lifetime member, also a master CBJ and a certified table captain. She's judged 173 contests, also in 28 states and Washington, D.C. So thank you. You're like great. We have a little certificate for each of our nominated CBJs that they can go online to our new KCBS gear store and get some great KCBS gear. So each of them will get that. Our next CBJ that we would like to recognize is a local Kansas City CBJ, and it's Bill Paxton. Bill was extremely welcoming to me when I first came out to Silver Springs contest. He's been a member of KCBS for 10 years and is a lifetime member, a master CBJ and certified table captain, judged from 264 contests in 8 states, and also a former board member. So we know he's definitely giving up his time. Thank you, Bill. So our next two, Larry Gober. So I'm sad to share with you that Larry recently joined our dearly departed chapter. He passed away January 4th. He was a master CBJ and certified table captain and judged 198 contests. So let's hear it for Larry. No, mugshot. And then finally, wrapping this up, we had Stefan Mirror. So he's an international judge. He's been a member of KCBS for 7 years, master CBJ. He's judged 95 contests in 11 countries. And he has also flown to the U.S. to judge both the American Royal and the Jack. So I'm not sure if he's watching on the live stream, but let's give him a round of applause. So keep in mind that we would like to do this again next year, so be thinking throughout the year about different judges that we would like to make sure that we are recognizing for all of their hard work and the time and effort that they put in as well. So thank you for that. The next thing we're going to talk about is our philanthropy. So I'd like Myron Berry, our treasurer, to come to the stage, please. So within the philanthropy group and committees, we've had an opportunity to review a lot of different nominees for both our Gary Wells and Carolyn Wells awards. And those awards are very special to who we are. As you all know, Gary and Carolyn co-founded KCBS in 1986. The Gary Wells Award is all about sportsmanship and really exhibiting the characters of being a fine sportsman in the sport of barbecue. This year we have Rick Brandini of Gilroy, California. You can't hear me, okay? Good to know. Is that better? Yeah. Okay, sounds great. Rick Brandini, is Rick here? Rick, are you here? You don't know that Rick is here, but Myron, you get to accept the award on Rick's behalf. So I'll tell you a little bit about Rick. Rick is an 8-year lifetime member of KCBS. When his nominations came in, some of the things that were discussed were his generosity, his fairness and good character, his observance of the rules, and always putting KCBS first. Some of the comments from his nominators were that he exemplifies sportsmanship in activities as both a master judge and a pitmaster. And throughout his years of competing, he has hosted numerous CBJs that were working toward their master CBJ. So we definitely appreciate that because we know that that's a critical part of the process. And it takes a special person to be willing to have someone come and join them in their cooking. So we appreciate that. And also that he was a great teacher and friend to KCBS. So please join me in congratulating Gary Wells. Gary Wells, our winner. So now we move to the Carolyn Wells Award. And this special award is all about ambassadorship of KCBS. I don't think it will surprise many of you in the room with who our winner is this year. It was a resounding, we received several different nominations, but definitely by far, the most came for a young lady whose name is Marge Plummer. Marge is a PhD. So let's start working on having Marge come to the stage. Thank you, Randy, for being here. So for those of you who may not know Marge is a PhD. She's from Memphis, Tennessee. She's a young lady that has been a member of KCBS for over 30 years. She actually has a 3-digit number, so obviously those of you who have been in the fold for a long time know that means she was a very early member of KCBS. She's a very long-time ambassador of KCBS and extremely dedicated to this organization, to barbecue in general, and she's been a fantastic friend of barbecue. Carolyn, will you come up and also help present this award to Marge?
I'd be delighted.
So some of the comments that were made about Marge in her nominations was that no other person exemplifies barbecue like Marge. She's known for her wit and her sense of humor among the cooks, the judges, the reps, and the organizers. I definitely had a chance to see this on display at the Jack this year, as she took barbecue sauce and painted it all over some of the celebrity judges' faces and just laughed about it. Marge has served many roles in KCBS with a positive, bright energy. She's indispensable to KCBS organizers. And also, Carolyn had the distinct pleasure of recognizing Marge at the Jack this year for attending and judging over 400 barbecue contests in her life. thank you to the Bigglers for making sure that March could get here from Memphis. So we appreciate that as well. Richard Fagola, would you please join me on stage for a moment? So with our philanthropy, this group is also focused on our foundation, which helps raise money for scholarships for KCBS members' children. And we've had some really interesting opportunities throughout the course of the year to help raise money for the foundation. And one of those was from a program that Michelle Higgins from both our Barbecue Alliance came to us with. Unfortunately, Michelle couldn't be here tonight because she's sick, her daughter's sick, and they couldn't get here with the weather. But because Richard and I were a part of this, and Kim, if you want to come up as well, and you certainly helped work on a lot of these events, we had some really interesting opportunities come up. So we went down to Jacksonville, Florida for this program we called Party for a Cause, and then also to Nashville, Tennessee. And both of these things were done in conjunction with the Chiefs, players, groups, or fan clubs that wanted to have awesome tailgates in some of the away games. So we had an opportunity to raise money from the tickets sold, and so with those two games alone, we raised $3,000. So that's what Richard is here to present on behalf of Michelle. So we've raised $3,000 for the foundation to date, and we've got some more ideas in the works in terms of how we can continue to do these types of things moving forward. So we're really excited about that. Again, it gives us a great avenue to get the Kansas City Barbecue Society name out there in a different way, but also to raise money that's going to help for scholarships for our members and their children. So anyway, really excited about that. Thank you, Rick. And I didn't explain Richard's role in all of that. So Richard actually went and helped at these tailgates. So in Jacksonville, for example, we had Reb Bagby, Richard, and another pitmaster from Florida. So we could have a pitmaster, Florida pitmaster versus Kansas City Chiefs pitmaster, and it really worked out nicely. So anyway, it was a great way to bring barbecue to a different community and get excited about it for the Chiefs. So, go Chiefs! We're going to win this game tomorrow! All right, excellent. So we're moving into our portion of, I'm not sure what the microphone feedback is going on. If there's a way we can fix that, that would be great. Hopefully you're not all hearing that. Maybe it's just me. You are, okay. The next piece of our program is to recognize our current board members. So what I would like to do is when I recognize each one of them, I would ask them to stand. I can tell you, just even from the short time that I have been with KCBS, the board members put in countless hours, time, energy, leading their committees, coming together as a group to make the best decisions possible on behalf of you, the members. And it's really, in some cases, it's a thankless job, but they are very dedicated to this organization and really, truly care about it, and put in a tremendous amount of time and effort and really thinking about the right way to take the organization into the future. So I would like each of you to stand. We'll start with President Candy Weaver over here. And our Vice President is Randy Bigler. Randy. Treasurer is Myron Berry. Our Secretary is David Pauls. David, thank you. And we also have Directors Richard Fagola. And Alan Sellers is with us this evening as well. Heimo Buchinger is not here this evening because he is putting on a fantastic contest in the Alps. Doesn't that sound amazing? He's putting on a contest in Venice on my birthday, so I'm thinking I might need to figure out a way to get there for that. Ralph Williams. Ralph, thank you. And last but certainly not least, we have Dennis Polson. And I'd like to ask Dennis, would you please join me on the stage? So Dennis has been serving tirelessly for the last 6 years, and also, as he mentioned yesterday, definitely want to recognize Linda for allowing that to happen and supporting him. So the last 6 years, Dennis has really given of himself in many, many ways to this organization and to the board. And we have created a little, if you've ever seen Dennis at a contest, you know he tends to wear a really cool bolo tie. And a Western hat, yes, and Western shirt. So we had a custom KCBS bolo tie made for Dennis that we'd like to present him with tonight.
Oh, man.
You're welcome. So thank you again, Dennis and Linda, for all you have done to help support the board. With that, it is a very exciting time for us. So we're also going to announce our new board members. As you know, we just finished our election this week. And I'm pleased to share with you that we had 2,195 active voters complete the voting process, which was a 12% of the active members voted. So that's great. That's actually up from 11% last year. So I think that's exciting because it shows an engagement with the membership and that people want to be part of helping shape the direction of the organization moving forward. So in no specific order, I'm going to share with you the new 5. So we were in a position this year where we actually were looking for 5 seats to be filled. So I'm going to share those with you tonight. And again, these are in no particular order, but we will have Myron Berry with us again on the board. So Myron, I'm not sure if this person is here this evening, but David McAllister from 913 Barbecue. But many of you know him locally as 913 Barbecue. He and Bethany have been fantastic. IT background.
Bethany's here.
What?
Bethany's here.
Bethany's here. Where's Bethany? Oh, hi, Bethany. You get to wave on behalf of David. How about that? Childs Cridlin from Virginia. Childs is in the back. Childs wave for everyone. So Childs is with Holtzford Barbecue. Also has a very strong IT background as a professional. So that will bring a lot of great knowledge to the board. Rick Wagner. Rick,
Yeah.
Are you here this evening?
Good boy.
So Rick comes to us as a certified public accountant out of Colorado. It's very exciting. Great background that I think will help serve us very well. And Rick, if I may, I'd like to point you to our accountant, Janet, sitting right here. We'll have to introduce the two of you tonight. And finally, and again, these are in no particular order, Nancy Goldsmith from Iowa. Nancy. Nancy has served on many committees and is a very active judge, so we welcome Nancy as well. And I would like to say one more time, a major thank you to all who decided to run for the board and opted to be nominated. Again, I think that it just shows a tremendous amount of engagement and excitement for the organization that we had so many people who were willing to stand up and dedicate themselves to this opportunity. So thank you to all who were nominated and run for the board. Okay. At this time, I would like to bring up Candy Weaver to lead us in a special tribute, and I'd like to invite Carolyn also to come up. Carolyn.
Carolyn is our founder, and I can't think of any stronger words than that she's been very appreciated through the time. Quit that, you're shorter than me. I'm so honored. I happen to know this very fine lady has kind of a passion for these things, and I'm honored to award you this for past and present.
Oh,
This is Waterford Crystal. It's a clock very complex. And it's got the old logo and the new logo. And I'm still.
thank you. What a surprise. I would just like to say thank you all for 33 years. It's been a great ride, and it's very close to my heart. I have to thank the membership that helped us start out, and we had no money. We had lots of enthusiasm, and we fell upon a sport that we thought was just a lot of fun, and that we actually started out in Memphis in May, and then we decided we would form our own organization, and we hit eclipse them in a short number of years. You know, it's so fair to recognize us, but we didn't beat them in their own game. We're different. We are friendly rivals, and we truly are friends. And because we're like-minded people and love the sport of barbecue and people. The greatest thing about the past 33 years has been that barbecue started out as a second-class food, and then one day we woke up and it was the hot new old food. It's most gratifying. It's most gratifying to see it acknowledged for what it is. It's every man's food. It's honestly, it's taking a giant piece of meat or used to be, and turning it into a work of art. And it was great to see it. It was great to see our masters be rock stars, to see them promoting. We had all sorts of industries, cottage industries arise. There really was no such thing as a rub before, except for maybe salt and pepper, or maybe a little cayenne pepper. And so the rubs, sauces flourished. People became restaurateurs, caterers, book authors, and all the while spread their passion for barbecue, and it's a wonderful thing. We had a couple of great organizations that spun off, and they did lots of great things. They do lots of great things. One is Cooker's Care, the other is OBR. There's probably some others I don't know about, but it's doing good. Well, it's doing good for the general public, and it's all about what this group represents. It's just the most wonderful family I've ever encountered. To the organizers, I appreciate your sharing your great ideas and adopting to our system and improving it actually. And for those that carry forward and succeed, I wish you all the luck in the world. It's great to see a well-organized, well-run contest. To the judges, we've certified over 50,000 judges. Not all active, but think about that. From a little old group that started out with 30 people, and all of a sudden everybody in the world is a barbecue judge. And most of them not most of them, of the 15,000 that are active, they do practice their craft. They do love it, and they try to be. I assure you that they really do try to be the best judges that they can possibly be. Teams have obviously exceeded all expectations. We were just a bunch of people who liked to cook once a year of meat and drink beer. And fortunately, I was pretty lucky. But that, of course, as Don McClure decreed, that was before anybody good was cooking. So anyhow, But it's, and now I wouldn't even attempt to compete with these people. So the organizers, the judges, the cooks, and the last thing we have is the organization. I do want to thank boards past and present. I want to thank my associates, the people that I spend every day with, or spent every day with. Elise, Sammy, Glenna, Karen, Kim, and now Emily. And I thank you all for a great ride. This is the best family anybody could have. And I appreciate you letting me be a part of it. And now I want to go tell their stories. I want to tell your stories. So if I call you up, please be patient with me. I'm new at this game. So we'll have a good time and let the world know what a fabulous group this is. And I thank you all so much.
Again, a major congratulations to Carolyn. As she said, she is going to be helping us tell our stories, working with the organization in a different way, but very much so being a part of the organization and a very vibrant one at that. So please continue to congratulate her throughout the evening, buy her a cocktail or something after dinner. Scotch, single malt. I'm glad she's having a great time. All right, so now we are going to move into the Team of the Year portion of the evening, which is very exciting. So I would certainly like to start by just thanking everybody for coming for the Team of the Year. I know teams put their heart and soul into this, and when they decide they're really going to go after it, it takes a lot of time, a lot of dedication, a lot of miles on the old trailer and smoker, and certainly a lot of cash. So we appreciate all of you for the push. So anyway, thank you for being so engaged in that. And what I'd like to do now, we're going to start with the chicken category. So Kim is going to help be our Vanna White this evening, and Carolyn's going to help. Carolyn's going to help us with the checks, which everyone appreciates. And each of our board members are going to come up during different categories. So we've got Randy Bigler and Dennis Polson who are going to help me with chicken. All right, so we're going to start with 25 and work our way up to 1. So if you hear your name called, please come on up here on stage. For those who are not here this evening, but maybe watching via the live stream, reach out to Karen Murphy afterwards for figuring out how to get your trophies shipped back, and we will be mailing checks for anybody that is not here. If you are here from a certain part of the region and you have agreed to take back someone's trophy, we will send you with their trophy, but we won't send you with their money. We will mail their checks to them. All right, so let's start with chicken. In 25th, we have Fire Down Below with Ed Roach, and he had 2,239 points in chicken. Fantastic. In 24th, Clark Crew Barbecue with Travis Clark. I know he's not here because he's running his own restaurant. In 23rd in chicken, we have IQ Netherlands. Richard Wagers had a chance to meet him at the Smoke Boy Smithfield, so congratulations, Richard. 22, Bunch of Swines, Ed Gash in the UK. Congratulations. In 21st place, we have Lucky's Q of Justin McGlon and Kate McGlon. What I would give for a pumpkin bar right now. In 20th place, we have Heavy Smoke St. Louis. Chris Schaefer is with us. In 19th place, we have Patty McHughes. Oh, I forgot to say, when you come up, you're going to get your trophy and your check, shake hands, and then Karen is going to take your picture over there. So we're going to start over here and work our way down the line. Congratulations. Yeah, I also point out that Chris had a very successful year with KCBS Invitational last year. All right, so we had 19 was Patty McHughes, Lynch. In 18th, we have Hogline, Dustin Reese. Yep, keep going that way. We're going to take pictures right down there. So that's Hogline in 18th place chicken. 17th was High IQ, Randy Van Zillet. In 16th place, we had Four Legs Up Barbecue, Kelly Works. In 15th place, Fire Dancer Barbecue, Eric Lee. Congratulations. In 14th place, someone new to the scene, Hamtown Smokers, Joshua Shook. In 13th place, we have Rooters and Tutors, Tennessee. We have Paul Kellner there. Congratulations. In 12th place, I think we need to start dancing. We have Old Virginia Smoke with Luke Darnell. In 11th place, Carol Lou's Smokehouse with Tim Axe. Congratulations. In 10th place, we had La Pasadena with Reagan Rose. And if you have not seen the double chicken head that is sitting on the table over there, you have to take a look. It is quite funny. Congratulations. In 9th place, we have Slaps Barbecue, Joe Pierce. Congratulations. In 8th place, we have Big Brass Barbecue, Joseph Raziano. In 7th place, we had Ivy Kewen at the Barbecue Superstore with Richard Parker. And also want to thank him for his continued support. In 6th place, we have BS Outlaws with Bob Stanford. Beginning of our banquet. Thank you for that. All right, and we have a tie for fourth. So we have Uncle Pig's Barbecue Pit, Jerry Aguilar, and Vernon and Luton with Air Cold Sheila. And I apologize if I get any of these names wrong. I don't think they're with us tonight. And in 3rd place chicken, we had Getting Basted, Brad Linder. 2018 KCBS Team of the Year. Congratulations, Brad. And in 2nd place, we had our new board member, Wolf's Revenge Barbecue, Charles Ridley. And I don't think it's any surprise to anyone here, but in 1st place, we have Boomerang Barbecue. Oh my gosh. And Matt has the double-headed chicken I was talking about. Come on up, child.
Oh, you took the baby with you?
Yeah, chicken baby.
Your name again?
Oh my God. I just noticed that Matt has a little pin of Floyd on his jacket. Is that not amazing? Floyd is not here tonight, but he's here with us in kids. So, fantastic, and thank you, Randy and Dennis. All right, for ribs, I'd like to have Candy and Richard join me on stage to help us present our rib. You're going to see some familiar faces, I think, as we continue to go on here. I certainly recognize them as I kept signing the checks. Okay, so with ribs, we're starting in 25th, La Pasadena. Reagan, come back on our rib. In 24th, we had Tebow Creek Barbecue. In 23rd, begin that walk from the back again, Childs, Wolf's Revenge Barbecue. In 22nd, ribs, Smithfield Ribs, we had Hamtown Smokers with Joshua Shook. the 21st, we had Smoke Me Silly with Robert Vanderpike. And in 20th ribs, come on back up here, Brad, from Getting Wasted. In 19th place ribs, we have Chris Schaefer with Heavy Smoke St. Louis. In 18th place, we have Uncle Tony's Cockney Q with Tony Northover. In 17th place, we have Muttley Crew Barbecue with Shannon Turner. Come on up here. I know, it's very exciting. Here's another one of those multi-check winners. Yep, we've got Shannon for Muttley Crew Barbecue up here. And in 16th place, we have Hogline Dustin Reese. In 15th place, we have Buckshot Barbecue with J.D. Henley. In 14th place, we have Old Virginia Smoke, Luke Darnell. In 13th place, Four Legs Up Barbecue, Kelly Works. In 12th place, we have Iowa Smoky D's with Darren and Sherry Ward. In 11th place, we have Razor Racks with Drew Davis. In 10th place, we have some friends from across the pond, White Squirrel Barbecue with Peter Flynn. In 9th place, Big Grass Barbecue, Joseph Raffiano. In 8th place, Smoke on This with Jackie Price. Congratulations. In 7th place, we have Slaps Barbecue, Joe Pierce. I mean, he had a new baby. He's got to make some money, right? They only get more expensive, let me tell you. Congratulations. All right, in 6th place, we have Under the Radar from Alan Clem. In 5th place, we have Smokin' Hogs Barbecue with Bill Gillespie. And these people are here. In 4th place, we have Man Meat Barbecue with Aaron. A lot of red this evening, which I'm glad to see. All right, number 3, BS Outlaws. We've got Number 2, we have Rooters and Tutors, Paul Keltner. Now we have a special little tradition here for first place ribs, and that is the Rib King. And last year's winner always makes a jacket for the Rib King of the Year. But this year we have a special award. And with Boomerang Barbecue coming in first place, we now have, because Matt already had Rib King jacket, which he's proudly displaying for us this evening, we have a Rib Queen. And isn't she sassy? Congratulations to Matt and Sarah. A picture of their Rib King and Rib Queen jackets for sure. up here. I got so caught up in the jacket, I completely forgot that we've got extra money for you provided by Smithfield. Yeah, Richard's gonna let get that. Yeah, I know, right? So our friends from Smithfield, Laura is here with us. Laura, oh, she's right here. Laura, come on up and help present this check. I won't get caught up next time. I promise. Yes. So our friends at Smithfield have been very strong supporters of Competition Barbecue for the last several years. Karen, do you want to take their photo over here? She's like, yes, I might. So we definitely want to thank Smithfield for all they have done, especially for the grant program, for putting money back into all of your pockets, for the organizers. We know that it helps draw teams to contests. So thank you so much to Laura for being here from Smithfield. And again, big congratulations to Sarah and her. All right, so now we're going to move on to pork. Pork's done. All right, we've got in 25th place, under the radar, Alan Clem. I'm sorry, we've got David and Myron coming up here. Thank you to help me. We've got a few that aren't here, so we'll go with 24th, Iowa Smoky D's, Darren and Sherry Ward. All right, in 23rd place, Reagan, come back on up here, La Pasadena. In 22nd place, we have the barbecue bus, Brian Dwyer. 20th place, we've got High IQ. We have a tie for 20th. We have BS Barbecue Outlaws. Come on back up here, Bob. Yeah, sorry, we're getting a little slow there. All right, in 19th place, not here with us this evening, but we have a Porcalypse now, Michael Fay. Congratulations. In 18th place, we had our friends from the UK, Bunch of Swines, Edward Gash. Congratulations. In 17th place, we had 1-2 Barbecue with Steve Hayden. Congratulations. In 16th place, Patty McHughes, again, congratulations. In 15th, we had Smokecraft Maryland with Mark Leone. And here with us tonight in 14th place, we have Dirt Road Barbecue. In 13th place, we have Clark Crew Barbecue with Travis Clark. In 12th place, IQ Netherlands, Richard Wavers again. All right, Joe, come on back up here. In 11th place, we have Snap Barbecue. In 10th place, come on back up from the back, Brad, getting basted. In 9th place, not here with us tonight, we have Big Papa Smoker, Sterling Ball. In 8th place, we have Razor Wraps with Drew Davis. In 7th place, we had Uncle Pig's Barbecue Pit, Earful Churro. In 6th place, Wolf's Revenge Barbecue. Come on back up here, Charles. In 5th place, we have Buckshot Barbecue, again with J.D. Henley. Congratulations to them. In 4th place, pork, we had Four Legs Up Barbecue with Kelly Works. 3rd place, pork, Shannon, come on back up here with Motley Crue Barbecue. second place pork, we had Big Raz Barbecue, again, with Joseph Razzano. This time we're gonna get it right. Laura from Smithfield, please come back up here. Very exciting. And guys. All right, on behalf of Smithfield and KCBS, we would like to welcome back to the stage Boomerang Barbecue, Matt and Sarah Walker. And while they're coming up here, I'll just brag on Smithfield one more time. So again, thank you to Smithfield for the drinks for everybody in the audience. That in announcing their grants, they shared the total of over $420,000 invested in competition barbecue over the last, I believe it's now 5 years. So, thank you. Congratulations. All right, we're coming up on our final category. And for this one, we've got Alan coming up to help us with brisket. Thank you, Alan. Just going right for it. All right. So for brisket, we also have Ralph Williams coming up here. Thank you, Ralph. I'd like to thank Tito's. So Tito's Vodka has been a partner with us this year, and they decided that they wanted to think about brisket because brisket is Texas, and they're from Texas. So thank you very much to Tito's. You can see our fun little Tito's bottles there on the stage. No, they're not full. But that's okay. They are beautiful, and you can get some Tito's later. All right. So in 25th place in brisket, we have Slaps Barbecue. Joe here. In 24th place, not here tonight, we have Clark Crew Barbecue, Travis Clark. In 23rd place, we have 1-2 Barbecue with Steve Hayden. In 22nd place, we have IQ Netherlands with Richard Wagers. In 21st place, Uncle Pig's Barbecue Pit. In 20th place, we have Hogline, Dustin Reese. Congratulations. In 19th place, Chris, come on back up here. Heavy Smoke, St. Louis. It never gets old, does it? Not if you're winning. In 18th place, start making your way on up here, Ryan Murphy of Dirt Road Barbecue. In 17th place, across the pond, we've got White Squirrel Barbecue. In 16th place, we have Big Raz Barbecue, Joseph Razzano again. In 15th place, we have T-Road Creek, Great. Congratulations. In 14th place, we have Smoke Monster Barbecue, Justin Huey. In 13th place, doing some dancing at home, we've got Old Virginia Smoke, Luke Darnell. In 12th place, we've got Bat and Done Barbecue. Michael has been a very active participant over the last 2 days, and we appreciate that very much. Good thing, you've got great ideas. I love it. In 11th place, we've got Insane Swine Barbecue. In 10th place, again, not here with us this evening, but certainly someone who has created a lot of programs that these cooks have loved to cook at over the years. Big Papa Smokers was Sterling Hall. In ninth place, Bunch of Swines, Edward Dash. In eighth place, brisket, we have Razoraks with Drew Davis. All right, Brad, push the chair back. Start coming up. Seventh place, getting basted. Next, we have Under the Radar with Alan Clem. And then we have a tie. We have a tie for fourth. We have Lucky's Q, Justin and Kate McLawn. And a tie with Richard Pergola for Delicious Barbecue. Number third. How awesome is it to have a mother-son cook team? I think that's pretty darn cool. Congratulations. In third place, we have Four Legs Up Barbecue, Kelly Worth. In second place, Bob, come on up here, BS. Congratulations. And again, first place goes to Boomerang Barbecue. Now, for those of you that are following along, there's something interesting happening up here. We've got Reagan joining us, and he's got a special box in his hand. What do you think he's going to show us? This is brisket, after all.
So after last year, Matt winning the rib jacket, we started talking early in the year how cool that was that cooks give other cool stuff to each other. So being Texas, he thought brisket and buckle would be pretty cool. So we made a buckle. And then Brad, who was awesome, back a year, and then Brad won as well. So this is getting basted for 2018.
Great idea. Obviously, Texas brisket belt buckle is a perfect thing to pass on through the years. Obviously, Matt's having a better year than me. That's why he thought of it. I didn't. One thing I will mention: if you guys ever watch the Team of the Year points races, I mean, I hope you do a better job marketing this. But that brisket race at the end of the year, we had a whole class. Tim and I did. We had 40 people in there. We stopped the class to listen to that result on the last day, and it came right down to the wire between Bobby and Matt. It's just awesome. There's cool things that happen sometimes on that. So anyway, I have got the belt buckle for Boomerang Barbecue. Awesome. You ready, buddy? A historian here, the sweep in all 4 categories is unbelievable. He had the best years
Any historical record yet. I'm not saying it hasn't been done, but I haven't found any historical records of anybody sweeping all 4 categories. So definitely major and taking overall. So,
They gave it to Bobby.
spoiler alert. Well, you all know who you're So fantastic job. All right, for overall, I'd like to ask Andy and Carolyn to join me on stage.
I was the first one to get my picture taken with that.
All right, so now we've moved on to our overall team of the year. This is very exciting. Yes, they're all here. Yeah. Maybe I'm not. Karen, put them in even and odd. Odd on one side, even on the other. All right, so in 25th place overall, we had High IQ, Randy Banquet.
Come on, you're even.
I just heard Candy say she's odd.
It'll work.
Truth hurts.
All right, in 24th place, we have Donald Cook from Who Cares Barbecue. Come on up here. He drove all the way from North Carolina to be here with us, so thank you very much. Yeah, part of that is
I saw that. I saw you post.
less time trying to sit here than some of you who were trying to fly and had to go to multiple other places and then drove. So, this is comfortable in his own vehicle. Congratulations. In 23rd place overall, we have White Squirrel Barbecue, Peter Flynn. Congratulations. In 22nd place, we have Gray Street Barbecue with Nathan Drexler. In 21st place, we have Lucky's Q, Justin and Kate McLawn. And I just want to add one thing. Wasn't it so cute when their son took home first place at the American Royal? So stinking cute. They're such a great family. In 20th place, Richard, will you come back on up here for Delicious Barbecue? Congratulations, very exciting. She's got the money. Mama always has the money.
That's right.
In 19th place, Dirt Road Barbecue. Karen's representing. I love it.
Good job, Karen.
All right, in 18th place, start making your way back up here, Chris Schaefer, Heavy Smoke St. Louis. And with his dad, probably some team led that. The chance to see him at Smoking with Smithfield down in New Orleans this year. That was a really, really fun experience. He did very well. Congratulations. All right, in 17th place, we had Hogline with Dustin Reese. Congratulations. 16th place, Big Papa Smoker, Sterling Ball. In 15th place, Bunch of Swines Barbecue with Edward Gash from the UK. In 14th place, we have Uncle Pig's Barbecue Pits. Congratulations. In 13th place, we had Razor Racks with Drew Davis. Congratulations. In 12th place, Four Legs Up Barbecue with Kelly Worth. All right, Man Meat Barbecue, come back on up here. Congratulations.
It's an internet thing. Where you go? It's on the internet. So dirty. Oh, man.
All right, now we're moving into our top 10 overall. Again, this takes a tremendous amount of dedication, time, energy, etc. We're so proud of all of you, but especially excited for those that really made this final push. In 10th place, we had Slaps Barbecue. His wife must be really understanding for him to still be running the restaurant and out on the road and about to have a new baby that is now coming.
In all defense, I haven't worked since about December 1st, so.
All right, in ninth place, Clark Crew Barbecue. Congratulations to Travis Clark, also a former KCBS Team of the Year winner. In eighth place, come on up here, Tiles, Wolf's Revenge Barbecue.
Talk to you later.
Miles was also one of those who got stranded yesterday, finally made it to St. Louis, and then had to drive from there. So I'm thinking you and John need to compare notes and see who actually got here in fewer hours. So thank you and congratulations. All right, in seventh place, we had Vernon and Luton with Jerry Aguilar. Congratulations to them. In sixth place, we had Under the Radar with Alan Clabb. Congratulations. In fifth place, we have IQ Netherlands, Richard Wagers. In fourth place, come on up here, Brad. Getting Wasted. Our 2018 KCBS Team of the Year champ right here. As he said, it is definitely a long process full of lots of love and a lot of competition, right, especially toward the end. So we look forward to his ideas on how we can continue to support our Team of the Year in the future, but congratulations. All right, in third place, we had Big Raz Barbecue, Joseph All right, I'm pretty sure this time we need to see this barbecue skirt that Moni has on. So in second place, we have BS Barbecue Outlaws with Bob and
Job, Bobby.
Woo! All right.
Imagine this, huh?
You're gonna have fun tonight. Congratulations on your country. All right, I know there was a spoiler alert earlier, but in first place overall, grand champion, KCBS Team of the Year, full sweep of all 4 categories and overall. Please join me in welcoming back to the stage Matt and Sarah Walker from Boomerang Barbecue. And I forgot to mention that because Tito's is a big sponsor of Team of the Year, and they're from Texas, and they loved the fact that Boomerang was from Texas, they had a special little something made. For any of you who have seen Matt and Sarah at a contest, you know that Floyd is a big part of their lives and always comes to awards in his cute little outfit. So Tito's, because they're the vodka brand for dogs, sent a little something home for Floyd. So Floyd is going to get his very own dog bowl. Technically, it's way bigger than his head. A leash, a ball, and a special little bar mat to put his bowl on. I'm sorry, your hands are very full, but you have one very important thing. Karen was absolutely freaking out that this was not going to get here on time, but we have a custom 2019 Team of the Year ring for you.
I'm not very good at this.
Let her rip.
I do know that there are two things from Lubbock, Texas that Kansas City has to love. Patrick Mahomes and I can't explain like how much we love to go cook. It's just to get away from the real world a little while. We appreciate everything that KCBS has done for us, and we just really love it. So I want everything to be on the up and up, and keep this thing moving. Chill out on the politics and just keep going, right? So,
Hell yeah.
So with that, this is our team of the year. It's our special banquet. What a great evening to be able to help celebrate Carolyn and her legacy.
Oh my gosh.
To represent some of our team days. We certainly want to continue doing more of that. To recognize Marge and Rick. Just a fantastic evening. Again, a major thank you to the board for all the work that they've put in. A big thank you to all of you who are here tonight. We're brave enough to come out for the weather. And just leave you with a few thoughts, and that's, as Matt said, let's make this our best year yet. Let's continue to put our hearts and souls into making KCBS the best it possibly can be. Let's give them hell and go get 2020. For those of you who just recently were announced as the new board of directors, your evening begins now. We're gonna go get to work in the room next door, just for a quick few minutes. So if you would, please join us with the existing board and the new board in the room next door afterwards. Otherwise, everybody hit the casino floors and have a great time.
I did cry
Yeah, blow a gift going, buddy. Not here. It's kind of become like a ritual for my friends win. How much turn it around?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it. Excellent job.
thank you.
All of that for you. Well, that's right.